Hello, it's time for another make and take. This is our Thursday exclusive make and take for our people that have come that extra day. This is what they're going to get to make. It is a cute little accordion fold book. I will tell you some of the items, like this ribbon is a leftover from Close to My Heart. So the ribbon is some out of my stash. The rest of it is new. So this is the cute little accordion book, and it is made out of less than one sheet of um, 12 by 12 paper. So this is actually, and I will tell you, this is Close to My Heart paper. This is the color Jade. I had a bunch left over, which basically is garden green. The leaves are garden green, so you can see they're pretty much the same color. But this is the Jade from Close to My Heart. So you need three 12-inch strips again. So let's just open it up from beginning to end. So we have our front cover, our first two pages. Now you could journal, you could put pictures in these. Um, it'd be a nice little memento. You could do this for something other than Christmas. I wanted to do this for Christmas because we're just about a month away. So this has got a little paper. You could jazz them up with a little bit something, some red and green, and then just a little bit on the back. I do have one done, if I can find it here really quick, that is not Christmas, so you can see what it would look like in a different color. Okay, so here is my, so every thought of you makes me smile. There's some little die cuts in here. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. Some embossing. Again, these are the different colors, so you can see how you can embellish um, and just makes things a little bit different. So that is a non-Christmas version. So what you're going to have in your bag is going to be all of these pieces. Some things that you're going to make sure you want to have is you are going to need some sort of score, something to score with. So you are going to need something like that, and you are going to need a trimmer. So this is the Close to My Heart Jade paper. It is two-tone. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my trimmer with a scoring blade in it. These are 12 by 12. So what I'm going to do is pull my arm out. Okay. And I am going to score now every 4 inches. Um, so at 8 inches, score, and at 4 inches, I'm going to score. So I have score lines, and I'm going to do that to all 3 sheets of the green cardstock. So every 4 inches, I'm going to score on all 3 of them. So not too hard so far. And as long as I have my score and my trimmer out, so I've got all 3 of them scored in 2 spots. Okay. As long as I have my trimmer out, I'm going to cut this green apple, granny apple green square. I'm going to cut it diagonally. So the way I like to do it is to line it up here and here. Line up those corners so the peaks are right in the middle, and then just come down. Some of you will have the two-tone cardstock. Some of you will have the regular cardstock from Close to My Heart. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got here now. So now it's coming to, we're going to want your bone folder, or sometimes I use my scissors or whatever. So I'm going to come and I'm going to fold, and I'm going to crease. and I'm going to accordion fold this. So try and get everything nice and even. Okay, and I can just do these as well. Nice and scored, accordion fold style. All right, one more to do. Perfect, got them done. So now I'm actually going to use the Stamp Seal Plus when I do these. So I'm going to start gluing these, adhering these together. So you'll want to make it so they go in this book, so that when they go, they're going to accordion fold. So this is a little bit heavier duty adhesive. All right, so now I'm going to line this up. And there we have it. So we've got the first one. And if it's light and dark, with all the different colors that you're going to have in this, it's okay. It doesn't matter unless you're, and you can do it that way. You can do it however you want. This is your book. For me, it doesn't matter. I think that gives it a little more character. You're not going to get a lot of wiggle room with this. So now I've created my accordion fold. Okay, so we don't want to do anything else with this right now. What we're going to do is kind of lay out the pages, but I've got one thing to do with the front page. So we're going to take one of our 8 3.5-inch squares, and we are going to emboss it. So we're going to take this plaid embossing folder, and we're going to put it in right in there, and we're going to run it through the embossing machine. So I'll be right back. All right, so we've embossed. Yay! Open the folder. Voila. There we have our little cute embossed. So this one again is 164049. The plaid embossing folder. That was a from the fall mini catalog. All right, so we're going to leave our front cover till the very end. I know it sounds like you don't want to do that, but we do. We want to leave our front cover till the very end. So if we look at our, so here's all our pieces. Lots of pieces. We're going to open up our book to the first set of pages. Actually, we want, this is our front cover. All right, so we're going to add these green triangles. Now you can use whatever you want. They are, I'm going to use the tear tape. Again, some of you will have the cardstock that is the two tones cardstock, and some of you will have the heavier cardstock for this project. It just depends on, I kind of used up some scraps of different things. Okay, so I'm going to put these on. And this one is 1/4 inch smaller. So you can kind of line up the corners. And then we're going to add one of our white squares. This can be a photo mat. This could be a journaling square. This could be just about anything. What a cute little gift you could make for a friend. Um, this would be a good thing to make with friends to give as a Christmas gift. And we're going to just center this. And we've got one side of our book done. So we're going to continue on, do the second side. The cardstock that I am working with tonight on here is just the plain cardstock. It is not the two-tone. All right. Pull this off. If you are working with a two-tone, you can decide if you would like it the light side or the dark side. Or one of each, it doesn't matter. Remember, there are no mistakes in crafting because it is your design, nobody else's. Even if you're copying, you still get to make the tweaks. So I'm just going to turn it this way so I can better regulate myself. All right, there's that one. There's another white cardstock. Again, you could put different colors, different patterns in these backgrounds. You could do all kinds of different things with them. These would be great books for to do if you have a lot of scrap pieces too. All right, so we're going to just put this way so my corners matched up here. All right, so we've got our first set of pages done. Going to roll over to the next one. These guys, I'm going to take two of them, two of my whites, and I'm going to add the cute little Christmas lights to them, to the bottom. And I just decided, I don't know why I decided to put it on the here, but I did. So I'm going to just add these right to the bottom of my white. And so now this is one of the pages that we glued together, which is totally fine. It's pretty stuck. We use that plus, Stamp and Seal Plus, so it's not going anywhere. All right, we're going to add this one in to our book. Okay. This is good and sticky. We could use the green glue as well. Not a problem. We could definitely use this. Use that in there. So we're going to center this. Do the same thing to the next page. So they're going to kind of be looking, the two pages are going to be exactly the same, which is kind of neat because then you know that those are the two pages. So if you have something that's going on, maybe it's dinner. Like, let's see, what would you be doing with Christmas? So maybe one is the tree. One page is Christmas dinner. One is stockings. And I don't know, one is presents. And you have the whole back too. So you could really add a lot of things in here. This would be great if for like a new baby, like a little grandma brag book. I know we don't really do a lot of grandma brag of photos like we used to. They're all on our phones. You say, oh, just give me a second, let me find it here on your phone. So we've got that section done. So now we've got these. Now actually this is the two-tone, so you can see there's a big difference there. So I can use either one. I'm going to use the lighter side because we've used the dark side on the other pages. So I'm just going to use the lighter side on here. This tape is really sticky. Okay. I like things to be, when I put them together, to be dry and not have to wait to be glued. So we're just going to put this in. This is a little 2-inch square. And again, another little 2-inch square. Or 2-inch rectangle. 3.5 by 2. I mean, these are super cute. So quick, so easy. It's taking me more time to peel off the tape backing, and typically I would probably use my runner. Okay. And we can put these guys on the page again. So our big white. All right, so we're doing pretty good. 16 minutes so far. With a little bit of pause for that. All right. I'm recording this, it's Sunday night, and it's 6:30. The weekend before, or the Sunday before the retreat. So thinking about having to go to work tomorrow. It's okay. I enjoy what I do on my day job. We're just 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving. That's crazy. Crazy. How did it get to be here? Okay, there, we've got those pages done. And then we've got one thing to do on our back page. Isn't this cute? But we're not going to see a whole lot of them, so we're not going to use that part of it. So we're going to just use the holly. But this is the Reindeer Games. I think it's called Reindeer Games. Reindeer Days, sorry, not games. Days collection. And you use this to line it up. And I'm going to go about 3/4 of an inch, roughly. And then I'm going to add the last of my white base that isn't embossed. All right. So those pages went super quick. If you missed something in there, you can always go back. In the comments, I'm going to put the link. So if you like these items, you can order them. So there we go. All right. Now, remember I said we were going to go back to the front. So we are going to go back to the front. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add, and for this one, even if I was using some type of runner, I would definitely use, actually, I am going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus because this is going to hold a lot better with that embossed texture. So I'm going to put that on my red. And I'm not putting it on quite yet, guys. I'm going to use my Stampin' Steel Plus again here. Okay. And I'm going to go, ooh, let's see. Let's go about an inch up. Okay. All right. So now I've got, oh, it must be a little crooked there. Now I can add this on. But what I need to do is add my ribbon. So it is actually going to go under here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little of my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to put it in half, and then I'm going to go right here. So when it comes around the book, I have the same amount of ties at each end. All right, because this is our cover, it's going to get through a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal again. So it's quicker. All right, and then I'm going to add this to the cover. All right, you see it's coming together. Okay, now we've got a few little things in our that we've held off from using. So let's go ahead and let's stamp. We're going to use the Real Red Stampin' Writer, and we're going to use the brush end, and it just says Merry Christmas. You could add something else. You could put somebody's name on it. You could do something completely different. So I'm going to breathe on it a little bit, and I'm going to put it a little bit towards kind of the middle. There we go. I think I could do better. So let's try. Remember, there's always a backside. Don't you guys remember the huffing? So kind of, so we're going to do that. Much better. And then we're going to go ahead. So you are going to need your scissors or snips or whatever you have. We're going to dovetail it. Usually I do the little bend and fold in half, but these guys are so small, it's going to be hard. So I'm going to add my Merry Christmas. I already have some of this torn off. That was the bad one. So I'm going to kind of down here. Okay, so we've got some holly and berries. I'm going to take my 3D dots, and on the back, you can see which side is the front and which side is the back. I'm just going to put a dot on each leaf and one in the center. All right, and then I'm going to add it to the front of my book, just like that. I am going to use some of the liquid glue for these guys because it's really small. And I'm going to add my holly berries. And then this is just a little sprig. So I'm going to use my liquid glue on it. And I'm just going to kind of tuck them in. And last but not least, we're just going to tie it. So the ribbon is not close to my heart, or close to my heart. I'm sorry, I'm Stampin' Up, but everything else is. So there they are. A couple of cute little Christmas albums for you to give away or make or share. However, so I hope you enjoyed it. I try to do something fun and a little bit different for those of people that sign up on for the extra day for the $25. All right, guys, have a good rest of the crop.